Boom, 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 boom. Hello and welcome to Nightcap, the bi-weekly web show consisting of two friends unwinding with the topics that make us hot. My name is Richard Pucci. Hi. And this is my amazing co-host, Joy. I'm a real streamer Nickens. Hello, Miss Joy. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing pretty awesome. How are you?
Oh, wait. Back to me. I'm doing very well. I currently have an angry orchard. Um,
Ooh. Oh, geez.
mm, oh gosh. It is very good. It is tasty. I like ciders.
Mhm.
Fun fact, it was like like ciders, that is what Americans drank all throughout the beginning of our country, and it's because our water was so terrible that it's the only thing that people could drink. So, yay cider.
Word. I actually learned that due to my SO. Shout out to my SO. That person took me to something called, which was like the history of drinking. And we got to drink the drinks, like some of the drinks that they were talking about. So I definitely can fact check you and say, yes, you were correct.
Woo! All right. Awesome. Okay, so this is a new thing that we are doing. We are asking you guys for your viewer questions of the week. So take a stab at it. Just whatever you are thinking of, or any hot topics, or opinions, questions. What's our favorite colors? Anything like that, or like, what do you feel about Donald Trump, or whatever? Just ask down below, and throughout the show, we're going to do our regular segments, but then we're going to sprinkle in some of your viewer questions. So, yeah, cool thing.
Ronnie Ting is on. Ronnie Ting said, hey.
Woo! Welcome back. It's always such a great thing when we have our Rodneys here.
Yes. Makes me feel loved. Oh,
Mm.
and Ronnie's here too. Ronnie said, hey.
All right. Look at that. We got Rodney Ting. Yeah, viewer questions. Fun stuff. Joy, you wanna kick it off with the TV you've been watching?
I recapped How to Get Away with
Mhm.
Murder. I actually have not watched the last, but that's definitely a show that I've been wanting to catch up on for a while. And last weekend, my best friend, or one of my best friends, her name is Kelly. Shout out to Kelly.
Woo.
Um, a couple of friends were at her apartment, and she was like, "Have you seen This Is Us?" And I was like, "No, I haven't." So she was like, "You," and her boyfriend was like, "Yo, you guys have to sit down and watch This Is Us." So I'm like 10 minutes, probably 10 to 15 minutes from finishing the first episode of This Is Us. And it made me want to weep women
Oh.
tears. So
Isn't
yeah.
I thought that This Is Us is just like emotional porn.
Apparently it is. I haven't really sat long enough to watch it, but I keep telling people my mom has told me to watch this, and two grown men have told me to watch this. So it must be great.
Hmm.
Oh, also speaking of shows, I know I'm not sure if we pointed this out before, but when we have time, we're going to watch Stranger Things.
Oh.
It's like when we're not like running around. But this is the Eggo box that they passed out, and it yeah, and they gave us 3 months free subscription to Netflix,
Awesome. Look
and
at you.
it came with this microwavable, and it came with this Echo wristband, sweatband.
Stop it. You're too cute.
Of course, the card. I'm not gonna show the card, but oh no, wait. I can show this card.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah, we gotta do that soon. So
Look at you getting your Netflix on, getting free swag. Or was it free?
it was free. The girl 11, she dressed up as 11, and then she was giving these out.
Oh.
But you know me, I don't trust no little white girl on the streets of New York passing out free stuff. I was just like, And then she was like, "Come here," and I was like,
You thought it was like human trafficking, like
"Yeah." I was
put
like,
on a list.
boo. Like, are you okay? Are you protected? Are you safe? Like, I don't do that. But no, he did that. So yeah, go ahead.
And then for me, I've just been watching a lot of The Walking Dead. I didn't finish the last year's season. I didn't finish it. And and I caught up with that. So I think I watched like 7 or 8 episodes, like rapid fire, like one a day or one and a half a day. And I got caught it up to where they are currently at. And it's crazy. It's crazy. There's like basically the big bad from like 2 seasons ago that was introduced. Well, more than that. They are currently trying to take this person down. And while they have spent like a whole season like preparing and like not getting anywhere, this season is all about the battle. It's like very like war heavy. It's not like the like, oh, we're like prepping and we're trying to get ready for all this stuff. Like they are going in and using their smarts and just going ballistic on all of these people. It's like a motley crew against like this big conglomerate of these people trying to like use everybody else.
Mm.
So it was crazy. And then the season 7 finale, where they like plan this big battle. It like backfired in our heroes' faces because they like teamed up with like these people and they got backstabbed. But then all of a sudden there was like even more reinforcement. So it was like really awesome. I don't know. If you don't watch the show, I highly suggest it. It's really good.
I know you're not the only one. This past weekend, someone was like, Kelly's boyfriend was like, "Why are you not watching The Walking Dead? Like, what is wrong with you in your life?"
Yeah, and one of my favorite characters is a black girl. Well, she's not a black girl, she's a black woman, and her name is
The one with the
Michonne.
sword.
Yeah, and she is awesome, and she is like so powerful as a character, as well as like she not only is she powerful, but she also is like, sort of she's compassionate, she's got like feelings, but like she's like, no, me first.
Mm. Like
And-
how everybody should be at this point. Like,
oh yeah,
reason.
oh yeah, during like a zombie apocalypse, like perseverance is number one because you can't help people if you're not alive. So
Mm-hmm.
so yeah, so season 8, I can't believe it's season 8. Season 8 of The Walking Dead, really freaking good. Yeah, but other than that, I haven't really been watching anything. Do we have any commentes from City?
Yes. So I answered them, but I still wanted to say them out loud.
Yeah.
So Ronnie was like, "What is This Is Us?" And he said, "Hell yeah, I finished season 2 last week of Stranger Things." And then he asked, "Was she dressed up as 11 without the hair?" Um, oh, then he says, "Oh, okay." Um, so again, This Is Us is a show on NBC, and it just has a bunch of people. The only couple people I recognize is Milo Ventimiglia. He was from Heroes, but he was also, I guess, Rory from Gilmore Girls. That people.
No. He was Rory's, yeah, he was Rory's boyfriend, Jesse.
Oh, okay. So he was Jesse on Gilmore Girls that I've never seen or never really watched, and then he was Peter Petrelli, right? Peter. Yeah, he's Peter Petrelli on Heroes, so that's where I knew him from. So he plays, I think, a guy named Jack on This Is Us, and Mandy Moore is in it, and else that's like in it that people are like, oh my god. But it's a good show. I guess it has to do with, I guess there's a family. It's a family and like what happens to them, and it's just like tears.
Oh.
Yeah, I know it's just straight up tears. Um, 11 when we saw her, she was dressed up in the with blonde hair and she had a pink dress. She looked pretty good, but I again haven't seen the show yet, so I guess it's from season 2. And then Ronnie said Negan, so I guess he was
Yes.
referring to,
Yes, Negan is the big bad, and they are currently trying to
yeah.
they are currently out to get Negan, and like they are using their wits like crazy, like crazy. Like before a major battle, since
Mhm.
they knew that they didn't have enough people. Oh, and this is from like 2 weeks ago, so I don't mind. I'm spoiler alert.
Oh.
Um, so before going to this like massive battle that they were about to have, they wrangled up all of these walkers in all of these different like neighborhoods. They wrangled them up and brought them to where Negan's hideout is.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
yeah, uh, um, where the saviors where they live. So all of a sudden, like a huge so they like open up with their like regular like we're gonna like kill you guys, and yet all of a sudden you just see these hordes like a bajillion zombies, and it was just awesome because all of our favorite heroes, they had vehicles and stuff, so they were fine, but you know but I mean, of course that's not it. I have a feeling that this battle is going to probably last all season.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
I only know Negan because is Negan the one that killed
Yeah.
my dude with the bat?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. I liked him. Didn't watch the show, but I liked him. He was
Of
like my
course you
favorite
did.
dude.
I know
Of
why.
course, he was adorable. And I did play Walking Dead season 1. Just never watched the show.
Speaking of PlayStation, be the perfect time to discuss any gaming that you've done. Miss Joy.
Um, dang. Well, I don't know if I said that before. I haven't really
No.
played a lot of games, unfortunately. I've been traveling around with the SO, so it's just I'm still waiting for Life is Strange Before the Storm. I'm gonna re-record episode 2. Yeah,
Oh.
because when I went back, there were parts where you couldn't hear me talking. There were parts that didn't have me on camera. It was just like a obtuse mess. Like it was just there were parts where like it got skipped at some point during the kitchen scene, and I'm like, maybe I would have cut that out eventually, but still. So I'm trying to,
The fact that it wasn't an option.
yeah. So I just ended up, I guess it was because of the whatever happened with me streaming on Verizon FiOS at the other house. Like the internet connection got disconnected. So
Mm.
I'm just gonna redo it again. And in the meantime, I hope that when I re-record episode 2, that episode 3 will just come out. So other than that, I've been testing Sonic Mania just to like get myself, like readjusted in terms of streaming. And I think that's kind of it, though. I haven't really played a lot of games,
That's okay.
unfortunately. I want to, but haven't had the time to sit down.
Aww.
Yeah. Womp, womp,
Womp,
womp.
womp, womp. All right. Well, I have some major news. In case you guys didn't know, The Sims Cats and Dogs recently just came out this past Thursday, I think. Yes. So, in case you are
Oh.
a simmer, you can look forward to Cats, Dogs, and then also classified inside of Cats and Dogs are
Mm.
foxes and raccoons. Foxes are. Wait a minute. What is it? It's like
For
foxes are
pets?
dogs and rac- uh, raccoons are cats. I think it's because of like size. Like obviously they're not, but that's how they're classified.
Okay, okay.
Um, it retails for I think either $50 or $60, but it doesn't look like it's actually worth it as far as the pack is concerned. As well as dealing with as well as sinning news. Um, Dead by Daylight just released Freddy Krueger on their servers for PlayStation 4 on
Yeah.
like a couple of days after Halloween. They released him for PC. So this past Friday, I got Freddy, and he's freaking awesome. So his goal is to walk around, and he's invisible, completely invisible. You hear a lullaby if he's around, if you're a survivor,
Ooh.
and then he like takes energy from people, and or he puts people into a dream world, and then they can see him,
Ooh.
and while they're in the dream world they're asleep, and their actions are they don't do things as quickly, and that's the only time that he can attack you is if you're in the dream world. So but if you're in the dream world and if you walk away from him, he can see you glowing red from far distances. So he'll always have map awareness of you if you are in the dream world. And then
Oh my gosh.
last but not least, for video gaming news, a new mode called Paranoia Mode is out for, or is not out, is going to be coming out for Friday the 13th. And Paranoia Mode, um, there was a trailer for it where it showed like 8 dots, and then one of the 8 dots was blue. And then it
Mm.
showed like all the different counselors, and the dots are going away, but the only dot that was left was the blue dot. So, and then it had a hashtag, which was who is five. Um, um, but the interesting thing about it is that so in Friday the 13th 5, the killer was not Jason's mother or Jason. It was a man named Roy.
Ooh,
A-
Roy.
And and so Roy, one of his child was murdered, and he basically sought vengeance, and killed because he was mad that his kid was killed and nobody did anything, which is kind of reminiscent of what happened with Jason's mother. So in this game
Mm.
mode, hypothetically, what everybody's guessing is that a random counselor is going to be picked as the killer, and a random counselor is going to be picked as the killer. So as you're walking around, randomly, people are going to be killed, but you won't
And it makes
know.
you paranoid.
Yes, and that's why it's called
Uh,
Paranoia Mode. I'm really excited about that. We've been talking about like wanting like a mode like that for a while.
so for them to have actually done it has been amazing.
Yes, but I mean the thing to hope for is that hopefully they'll turn off microphones, and they'll have to have some
Mhm.
workaround as far as like because camp counselors run at a certain speed. So in
Mhm.
order to do it within a 20-minute period of time, be a little tricky. They have to either that, or they also might adjust it so that only smaller maps have paranoia mode. So
Okay.
that is all of my news for video gaming. And then
Um,
yes.
so as you were wrapping up, I realized I lied about saying that I haven't played video games lately. Um, Last Guardian,
Hmm.
and I haven't played it now because I'm not there now, but I was playing Last Guardian for like a couple times last week,
Hmm.
and I really enjoy the game. I'm sure you guys know what Last Guardian is, but just in case, um, if you guys ever played Ico or Shadow of the Colossus, I think that they're in the same universe. It's supposed to be like the third game, I think, in this series, and The Last Guardian is about this boy. I don't know what this boy's name is. I forgot already. But the biggest thing, literally, is the monster that plays with you. His name is Trico, and he's this
Oh.
beautiful, ugly looking dragon dog that just follows you around. He's the most adorable, ugly thing I've ever had to guide along a game.
Oh.
He's huge, like one of them, like the dragon from Neverending
Story.
Story.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
A big wolfy looking. So it's like that. He's big I assume it's a boy. He's just adorable. So I really like that game. Ronnie said, "Let's talk about how Sega can't get Sonic right." Haha.
Uh,
That's so true.
like what? Ever since the 3D the 3D Sonic, like they should
Oh
just stick to 2D.
gosh.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
I do. That's why I'm just like they really hadn't gotten anything right, with the exception now of Sonic Mania.
Okay.
Point to the you can't see the TV, but um, Sonic Mania I think had been like that's what the fans have wanted for so long, just like a straight up 2D, but just modernized features with it because
Yeah.
and of course the classic music that we've enjoyed. Two more things. I'm so sorry. Ronnie said also Joy Noctis was announced 7. LOL. Yes, I haven't played Final Fantasy 15 since like the first time I ever spoke about it, so I don't even care. Team Ico, Sonic Forces was released and it is trash. Okay, look, my friend, and this is the last thing. I'm so sorry.
No, 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 don't be sorry.
One of my friends got the Nintendo Switch, and he let me play Super Mario Odyssey. Like that was bomb. It was really good. The features were great. Like I would recommend that game. Like who's really in love with Mario stuff like that.
Yeah.
But there's so many things in it. Like it's if you have the time to sit there and get everything you want, then you do that. But I don't have time like that. So I've been playing those games. Sorry.
Oh, don't be sorry. Bah. Um let's see. All right.
And I'm just
Did
checking.
we get any viewer topics? Viewers, do you have any questions that you would like to ask me or Joy?
Yeah, you can ask us anything.
Ask us
We're here.
anything at all. Not no, no.
I usually do like oh, you know us, we're honest as hell. So if
We are
there's
pretty
something
honest.
there's something you want to talk about.
Miss Joy,
Um
have you seen any movies recently?
I feel like I have, and I can't remember which one it was. Like I know we saw a movie, but it was probably at home. Like it was just kind of chilling. I just don't know.
You just Netflix and chill all day.
Pretty much everything's kind of like out of order, but instead of oh yeah, I was gonna say this, and then I was gonna bring up a play that we ended up watching. But Ronnie said, anybody watching Justice League this weekend? I would love to.
No. I'm
You're
sorry,
not into it.
Rodney. I'm not into it. I'm
Why?
I'm
Not to say like why you should be, but just like why in particular.
because it doesn't speak to me. If there was a lady crew, it would speak to me. Like when they rebooted the X-Men and Rogue was the leader and it had all my ladies. It was like it was an wait a minute. It was an X-Men team consisting of all ladies. Like all the ladies that we know and love. Except for it wasn't like female X-Men team
Yeah.
or whatever. Like it was just called X-Men and I think it ran for like 3 years.
And we don't have this anymore? What
No,
happened?
no, no, no. I don't know. They stopped. Just like weirdly enough, DC Bombshells. I just found out about this, and I'm like, I want to read it, but it's like over now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did you hear about
That
that?
comic.
Did you read that?
No. No,
Yeah.
I didn't, but I only knew about it later, like later on in life.
I'm just like, why do I not know about the things that I like? Well, I knew about the female X-Men, except
Mm.
for some reason Marvel, they don't sell their stuff on iTunes as nicely as DC does.
Mm-hmm.
So like DC, I was able to buy a lot of the trades for Catwoman and it was like super easy. But like I couldn't really find the X-Men like that X-Men series on
Line.
my iPad. Yeah, on my
Yeah,
iPad.
you're gonna have
No,
to.
and I like buy it too.
I go to like cough cough readcomicsonline.com, cough cough, read it for free, cough cough. Like I
Yeah.
don't,
No,
or
no, and
like
I get that, except for I feel like now that I'm older and like when I do have money, which like right now I'm like not in the best financial situation, but when I have money, I'm always like, you know what? I'm like, I want them to keep on making the stuff that I like. So I'm gonna
mm,
vote with my money.
I've
Because if I
I I've done that, like, but they still ended up stopping Black
yeah,
Panther and World of
I'm sorry.
Wakanda.
But
No,
at least like just think about it. They probably because of people like you, they probably ran like what, 4 or 5 more issues than they probably didn't.
intended.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's the way that I think about these things.
No, I
So,
was
I don't
gonna
know.
say if you can't find it online, definitely do go for like go to if you can have time, go to a store because I'll do that. Like if I don't buy them, I haven't purchased anything on my iPad in a while, but I will go to like Midtown Comics or I'll go to like shout out to Eastside Mags in Montclair. Like I'll go over there and I'll buy them and like strike up conversation and find out what's going
Yeah.
on, which is Ronnie Ting was definitely like he, she, whoever, they. They were just about to talk about Justice League, and then Robbie said, "Ah, Gray is back in the comics, so we could bring
Grace
that
back.
back because I don't know, I don't have a clue. She's not dead, she's
What
back.
but wait, I thought she came back as Phoenix because she was Jean Grey and then she was Phoenix and then they killed off the Phoenix and then they said no, the Phoenix was Jean Grey was
I'm gonna
underwater in a time capsule while the Phoenix was out because it was really a clone and then Jean Grey came back as the Phoenix, but the Phoenix was actually Jean Grey this time and even more powerful and then they killed her and now she's back. Because all Marvel superheroes, especially the X-Men, are Jesus.
Well, Ronnie just said, and then I'm gonna move on to what Ronnie Ting mentioned because it has to do with Yusa. Um, Ronnie said that she has been dead for years. So I'm just looking it up. Like Jean Grey.
Do you know who has really been dead for years? Cyclops has been really dead for years. He was dead
Really?
for like 20 years, yeah.
20 years this dude's been dead?
Yeah, Cyclops has been dead for a really long time. I think they just brought him back recently, but like he's been dead for as long as like Batgirl has been able to walk.
Damn. Oh my god.
I'm talking about Oracle.
Yes.
The Oracle years.
Hey, Ronnie just said no. Cyclops is alive. LOL.
Now,
Now,
Cyclops was dead for a while.
and here's Marvel teases Jean Grey X-Men Red Team roster. This was a day ago that this was posted. This is what is this? CBR? CBR.com book. I wish
Comic
I
book
knew what this meant. What's
studio.
CBR? First of all, I'm reciting the source. I don't even know what CBR is. Okay, so yeah, she's apparently alive and she will return in Phoenix Resurrection,
Phoenix Resurrection.
which will mark the first time we've seen an adult Jean Grey in the Marvel universe since being killed off in New X-Men circa 2004. This chick died. Huh. All right. And then Cyclops alive, alive, X-Men.
Alive. For how long? For how long?
He's alive. I guess he's alive. We finally know how he died. What happened to Cyclops? If dead or alive, Cyclops, black nerd problems. I trust them. I like them. They're pretty cool. Alive. Oh. I don't think I liked Cyclops as much because I thought he was just an a-hole. Like he seemed like he was just a jerk.
He's a jerk. He is a jerk.
He seems like he's just
He
annoying.
was he was dead. He was dead in the 2000s.
Oh, and he looked completely different too. He has like that red X on his face and all that, like on his eyes. I don't really care too much for him. To me, um, but Ronnie was like they made him even more of an A. Like men need that. Like they just need more of that trait. Cool.
Oh, you know what I realized? I really want there to be just a website that has like superheroes, and it literally just has a timeline of like dead, alive,
That's gotta be a
dead.
thing.
Like why? Like a Mr. Skin site, but for like comic
Mr.
book
Skin?
characters. Yeah, it's a website that you go to if you wanted to see like a famous person naked in a movie. They'll tell you which movies, and they have
What?
screen captures. Yes, except for I want that for. I'm sorry, children. Don't go to whatever I just said because I'm not going to re-say it.
So I literally just put that Mr. Blank superheroes DC Marvel like superheroes Marvel DC timeline. Who like you said, I don't know who's live and who's dead. They're movies that just they popped up. I guess
No, yeah, that's what I'm.
characters.
No, 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 no. Like, no, I'm. I wasn't saying go on to that website to find that.
Oh
I was
no, I
saying,
didn't. I'm just googling it.
okay, okay. I was like, "Meh." um, um, yes. All
It
right.
just says debuts.
I don't even.
If we're moving, oh, I'm sorry. Ronnie said especially during Avengers versus X-Men, and also Ronnie Ting wants to know, Ricky, anything new in the works for acting?
Currently, no. But it's caveat. So the play that I did in October, I just found out that the video that the writer and the director that they shot, the audio didn't go through. So
Oh,
yeah, which really stinks. So what I did was I was like, oh yeah, well you can like still send it to me because like I'd still like to like see like the actual like footage. But
hmm.
in the back of my mind, I really just want to dub it. But
I,
like
you
funny.
can. I mean, I guess you could do whatever you want with the footage
Oh
now, right?
yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah,
yours.
yeah. Yeah, it's like, oh my gosh, what are you doing here? Oh, I think we're really gonna kiss. Oh, what's that over there? Spider? Ah. Oh my gosh, why does that guy have a gun? Oh no! Wait, why do we have guns? Everybody gets a gun. Woo!
America.
I don't know. I just think it would be funny, but not really because it's not that type of thing. Either that or like I'd love it if it was like translated into a different language.
Oh, that would be nice.
I don't know.
Record it. Rodney died.
No. No, nobody else recorded it. I'm like if I wasn't making jokes about it, I would be actually really upset about it. But also the good thing is that forever in my mind it can be like I can like romanticize it.
Yeah.
Um which is good, even though you saw it and you said it was good. Um
Yeah, you did a
but
phenomenal job anyway. It's just, dang, I wish it was recorded.
um when I saw the girls at my Starbucks, because that was the first thing I was like, "Oh my gosh, did you have any word about the footage?" And they told me the bad news, and they said that they're busy right now, they're writing, and then the one was like, "Oh yeah, I have you in mind." So, but as far as actively looking,
Not
I
yet.
I and I was going to talk about this in our next topic, which is like lifestyle, like what are we doing, like stuff I'm doing. Um, I've been working out a lot more. I've been doing 5 miles at like like a slow trot, 5 miles 5 days a week. So I'm just trying to get myself into better shape and better looking shape. Um, that way I can finally get my headshots that I've been talking about forever.
Mm.
Because without those, I'm kind of shoot out of luck, you know? So
Mm.
once I get that done, and that's also the reason why I've been watching so much of The Walking Dead, was because I need to be able to actively watch something while I'm on the treadmill. So yeah, I've been
Oh,
and I call it the gym even though it's my brother's basement, but it's the gym.
it's
It's
the
easier
gym.
to
You're
say.
working out. You're sweating.
Yeah.
It's
Oh my gosh, wait a second. Before I finish with this topic, I just have to show you a picture of me today. Um, okay. Spoiler alert, I'm not wearing a shirt.
yeah, it's even better. I mean, what? What are you talking
Wait,
about? I
look at that.
mean,
You see how
oh,
hot
look at you.
you see how sweaty I am?
Yes,
Wait, wait a
but you're
second.
out here. You're out here doing work.
Wait. Ew, gross. Wait, look at that. Ew, sweaty chest
Yeah, look
hair.
at the sweaty chest.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yes. So
Ow,
uh,
man.
I'm I'm trying to work on that. That way I can progress on to new aspects of. So yeah.
Yeah.
How about you,
Um.
Joy? What is your lifestyle?
Well, real quick, Rodney Tink said maybe the writer and director can get the play on stage once more.
They actually said that. They said that they'd like to have it staged again. And in the back of
Oh
my mind,
man.
I'm like, and then in the back of my mind, I was like, at least I have a really good memory.
Mm-hmm.
And like that was like you were there, you saw it. Like there,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was a beefy bit of play, you know?
I think the only person who I was kind of like wasn't sure of their lines was the girl at the end of it all. Not to be like, but I feel like you and of course the other dude, because he was there for that portion of time. But I'm like,
Yeah,
you definitely had your lines down. I didn't see you or have any signs of you flubbing anything.
yeah,
One incident where I thought but again, we're the audience. We don't know. Like we
yeah.
don't know any better. So lines.
I know actually you know me, I over prepare for everything. I was off book within a I was off book within a week of getting the script. And that was a
It's
month
really good.
before going on, yeah. So I yeah. Yeah, any hesitation or stuttering on my part was in character.
Like, yeah. This was like it didn't feel like it wasn't natural. It felt like that was your character.
Stuttering. So yeah, that is lifestyle for me. How about you? What if any fun tidbits, bits and bobs?
Um, I had a breakthrough.
Mm,
I was no, don't get too excited now. I had a breakthrough in which I was heavily missing Dance Dance Revolution Extreme,
okay.
but I was so upset that like I don't have Dance Dance Revolution Extreme for like the PS4. Like I don't. I've danced on the dance mat for too long. I can't use it. So I'm like, oh my god, I wish I could just play DDR Extreme. And then I was like, oh my god, Joy, you live in 2017. Someone did every song from Dance Dance Revolution
They
Extreme and
did.
put it on.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No. I didn't know that. Someone must have done this because it's YouTube and YouTube literally has everything. So I just went on YouTube, DDR Extreme. And so I just want to do that. Like that's as much as I've done lately. I haven't done it recently, but lately. So I
Can
just
I
do DDR.
can I interject one moment?
Yes.
And also, you have a Mac, and there's a piece of programming. It's
Step Media.
yes,
I
yes.
was I
And
have that.
I literally I have a dance pad that connects to my Mac in my house right now.
Seriously? Because I was think that was the next step where
Yeah,
I'm like, I have tons of songs that I would love to have step routines for
yeah.
to do that. And I was just like, I don't know. Like I Googled it and then I was just like, I don't know where to go from here. Like what do I do with that? Oh my God. Can you tell me because but I'm so excited, but then so like confuzzled in my brain. Um how to do it on the internet. It only gave me PC option. So I just kind of and didn't think to put like
Oh,
Step Mania Mac. Like I don't know.
I'm pretty sure I had it for my Mac. I no, great. Now I'm like double. Was that
Double
only on
checking.
my PC or? Oh crap! That was a
I,
really long time ago. It might.
yeah.
Oh man.
Because the most that it said, but again, I don't know if this information is like old or new, but the most that it said was like, they have games now like Dance Central or Bust a Move or Bust a Groove or whatever the new dance games are for like Nintendo and Xbox. I forgot what they're called already. What is it called? Not Watch Your Step. Like
You mean
Watch Your
Just
Step.
Dance?
There you
Just
go. Just Dance. Like,
yeah, Step Mania is for Mac. I
oh, let
knew it.
me let me Google that now.
But
Step.
my favorite. Wait a second. But my favorite thing about it, though, you know what the best thing about Step Mania is?
What is it?
That every single game on DDR, somebody has transcribed them into Step Mania for free.
Really?
Yeah. So like if you had like DDR Extreme or Extreme 2, I had the Xbox version.
Mm-hmm.
So literally people transcribed every single song from the real game and transcribed it to the emulator that you can play on your computer. So you can have like 10 games, every single game that they have,
Mm-hmm.
and you just need to find the file, and usually it's like a zip drive, and then it'll have every single one from that one particular game.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you need to get that later. Any
Thank
more
you.
any more questions or anything from our viewers?
No, not. Oh, well, Ronnie told me it was just dance. So, so that's why I was like, quick question. Do you know how to ban someone
Uh,
on? Oh, wait a second. We're gonna just boom.
oh, did we get our first wait a minute, is that our first troller?
And I just was not sure how to.
Oh my
I know.
gosh.
I was like reading it, and I didn't understand like what he was talking about, and then I was just like, "What?" So right after I'm like reading the messages, Rodney was like, "Wow, someone should ban this dude." So then I was like, first troller, yeah.
Why am I smiling?
I don't know, but I mean, I have to. I don't even want to look up. Okay, I don't even. I definitely. I'm conflicted whether I want to read to you or
No.
just not give
No.
it any attention. Okay, cool. Because I'm like, I don't know. I don't even want to look up what. Cause I didn't understand the words he said, but
Okay.
I just banned him.
I am mildly happy.
I'm gonna report him too.
Rodney's, do you understand why I'm excited? I know it's a little sick. I hurt my I got a boo-boo at
Oh,
work. Wait, look at that.
oh no. Yeah, I'm out here. Bam, I'm out here. First
But
time. Can't get away with that.
right. I'm gonna like make a video of like Joy like saying stuff like that, and it's gonna be like the bed intruder.
I was just saying that earlier. I was like, well, obviously we have a
A
rapist in
rapist here
Lincoln
in Lincoln
Park.
Park
So I was just going
with
through that
us and
whole thing.
snatching your people up.
So real quick on the step media thing before I got hella distracted. Yeah, it does say step media is for Mac. Boom. That will be some. Oh, it does say we can't afford hardware to test with or bills. It's embarrassing. Donations would really help us out. So okay, I will make that a project because I would so many songs I have, thousands
Yeah,
of songs. Thank you.
excellent.
Thank
And then bonus time. Oh wait, we have 4 viewers again. Troller,
you.
troller.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I see. Look at this.
Huh.
In case you were wondering what this is, these are
Oh.
this is I need it. And there were toys at Wendy's that I needed. They were small little play sets that contain little people.
And this is from Wendy's.
This is from Wendy's. And then like so like you get stickers and you get to put them on like the inside of the thing. So like there were like little gift boxes. And I was like, no, I don't want a gift box. I want to put my gumballs there. And
Oh,
you get to like do that with like all the stuff. And my friend, me and her, we go to Wendy's. Like if we hang out on Sundays, we go to Wendy's, and I get the 4 for $4 because it's freaking cheap as hell.
yeah,
And
4 for 4.
and when we were there, um, I saw these toys and I was like, I need this. And so she was like being all cute and like, oh, I see you have toys over there. Is there a way I could get one? So she got us a free one. And then when we sat down, there was a kid's toy in a bag that some kid had left. And I was like, sweet, I have two. And then we went to another Wendy's and I traded in because they were the same ones. And I like traded it. And I happened to know the guy that was there. And I was like, do you have the 8-bit arcade? Look, it's an arcade. Look, do you see
Is
that?
is I thought that
Look
this
at,
was something from like Dexter's Laboratory or something. Like I was like, what is? Why have I not heard of this?
no, it's not. It's like, doesn't it look like a little arcade? Like,
It does. I'm looking at the it's set up.
right?
It reminds me of Pizza Planet.
And I designed it so like I could set up where things are going to go, and like there are two different floors you can have,
Ooh.
because like the whole goal of this, because like how they don't give out toys anymore, they're like activities. So like
Yeah.
the whole
You're
premise
like,
of these toys is that you get to design your own world. So yeah, so and then
oh.
while we were at the other Wendy's, I bought two more of them because they were only 99 cents. So
Yeah,
whatever.
of course you can do that.
And now I'm an adult with four Wendy's toys, and I will keep them until I get bored with them, and then I will either give them to my niece,
Yeah.
or I will just throw them out because America.
Well, I am happy that I'm not the only person that has thoughts about getting toys when I'm at a McDonald's or a Wendy's or Burger King. Because I was up till recently being like, I can just get a kids meal. Like when McDonald's has a Happy Meal and then they have a Mighty Kids meal. Is that what it is?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I was thinking of that. I was like, can I just get a Mighty Kids meal? I'll get like 6 nuggets, but then I'm not currently eating meat right now. But you know,
Oh, Joy's a vegan. She's a vegetarian.
I'm I'm like honestly not, but I'm trying to stay away from more meat. Like if it's preventable,
Okay.
I have no choice. Like I have a choice, but it's better if I just eat it during the situation versus not. But I have been doing I was doing pretty like all right.
Okay. But then
And I
you went
had
to a
some
steakhouse.
well, no, then I was invited over for dinner and it was really, really, really delicious. And pretty much every entree had something with meat in it. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna eat this. Like there is no stopping me. But Ronnie Ting said looks awesome. So Ronnie Ting really loves
Oh,
the toys. Yes.
I made a tower.
And Ronnie said to get into the holiday spirit, favorite food for Thanksgiving.
Ooh. I would have to say my favorite food for Thanksgiving, the sides.
Yeah.
Turkey sucks. My
Mm,
mom likes to make just turkey breast.
okay.
I like the sides, but I might be not eating home for the holidays. So maybe a restaurant.
Okay. Okay. My favorite food is stuffing, I'm gonna say.
Yeah. The right. Is it just me, or like does nobody likes turkey? Turkey
Not
is the
really.
worst.
I'm not really into it. I love turkey gravy. Turkey gravy on
Yeah.
mashed potatoes. Bomb. Eat that all day. My favorite confection, if we want to call it that, I love cranberry sauce,
Okay.
but I like it without the barbs in it, like the pins, whatever the
Oh
little
no,
pins,
you just want Jello.
jellied,
Yeah.
jellified, that. And then actually just before we came on, well, maybe minutes before we came on the show, I had some eggnog, which I love. Favorite holiday drink.
Oh my gosh. Have you tried the eggnog frappuccino or the eggnog latte? Or
Mm-mm.
you've
Well, maybe in the past, but not this year.
Okay, yeah, get an eggnog frappuccino, but get it an eggnog cream frappuccino.
Eggnog cream frappuccino. I'm all over that.
Or an eggnog steamer. I don't know how that would just be eggnog.
Yeah, and I would be completely fine with that. So I wouldn't be like, oh, eggnog. Meh. Like
but
I'd be like, yes, eggnog.
but it would be hot, not cold. So yeah, it would still be. I don't know
It's
how that
getting
works.
colder.
I can't drink eggnog. And when I was a kid, I would I would try it every single year, once a year, and
Hate it.
I don't like it. It's gross. I'm sorry. Do you guys
Now, are you having it like alcoholic or non-alcoholic?
non-alcoholic?
Okay, yeah, I'm all about the non-alcoholic nog.
Okay. Yeah.
Ronnie
Uh,
says he also loves eggnog. Their
oh!
comfort eggnog from the grocery store. I didn't have that one. The cow on it. Usually my friends and I, we like to go for the one that says hood because black AF. But the other, oh shoot, duh, I have it on the thing here. The receipt. Farmland.
Farmland.
The one with the cow on the front, holiday nog. And his favorite food was baked mac and cheese and deviled eggs for him.
I deviled eggs for Thanksgiving.
I don't know.
I never thought of that, but I love deviled eggs. And wait a second, do you have like the fancy tips, or do you have just like the other tips? Do you have like the or do you have like the fancy tips? Because while my mom always does the fancy tips, I kind of love how honest the plop is. Because
Mm.
I don't care if it looks pretty. I no, I
You just
don't.
want it there.
I just like
Rodney
tips or no
said
tips.
he says the fancy ones. Haha.
You're just like my mom. And
With
wait a second.
paprika.
I was gonna say with or without paprika. I'm Hungarian, so the fact that it's like it has to have paprika. It's so good.
I
Fun
don't relate to this.
fun fun fact, Blue's Clues, salt and pepper, their baby's name was Paprika.
I do remember that because I did watch Blue's Clues. Like I did, I did watch that when I had time.
And
Okay.
and you watched it ironically because you're a couple of years younger than me. Okay. Welcome to Nightcap. Joy is currently experiencing technical difficulties. Hello?
What happened? It was
I
like
don't
you were
you got cut
gone.
off. It was no, it was like you were gone.
Oh my god. It said I was gone. And I mean, it said you were gone. I was like, what the heck? I'm still connected. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
um Ronnie just said I would invite you to my family's Thanksgiving if I could. Haha.
Oh.
And Ronnie Ting has just expressed, oh, Ronnie said both of us were gone. Like we were like, PG, bye.
We're blaming it on each other, and then he's like, "No, you both
Actually,
suck."
idiots.
Yeah.
And then Ronnie Ting has just expressed that they have never really giving, and I just don't know how to feel about this. I'm trying to figure out what to do.
Wait, never experienced Thanksgiving?
Never celebrated.
Oh no, you have to. Even if it's like with family, or I mean, not with family. I mean, with like friends, and like you just you get to eat,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
or like sit at a table and like say what you're thankful for.
I hope and pray that this year you get to experience Thanksgiving of some sort on the day. Like
Yeah.
it, because it's not so much like I'm happy for what is that Festivus for the rest of us, like
No,
those kind of
that's a
holidays.
Christmassy thing. Yeah.
Oh shoot. Okay, sorry. Um, I'm happy for like those things, but excuse me, my Thanksgiving routine is usually, excuse me, to other people's houses and eating. So it's like I barely stop at my own home. I just kind of start off with my friend's house and then go to another friend's house, and then
Yeah.
if their family's having something, and then we just like eat. So you just go
Yeah.
plate the plate the plate.
Yeah.
So
That's normal.
yeah. So I'm just like, oh wait, I think, dang, I don't know. Talking to both Ricky and Rodney Ting, or were you talking to Rodney Ting, or were you talking to just Ricky? I'm confused. Like, because now
I
I don't
think
know
I think
who.
I think I think if Rodney Ting, I'm thinking that if Rodney Ting didn't has never celebrated a Thanksgiving, he would say, then I'd like to invite you to ours if I could,
Yeah,
of course.
I think I got lost in like the conversation thing, and I was like, oh dang, was he talking to you or was he talking to Rodney Ting? And so make sure I clarified. But yeah.
Excellent. Excelente.
Oh, sometimes. Well, Rodney Ting said thanks, Rodney. So I assumed it was for that comment. Oh, and then Rodney said, well, everyone is invited. Ha ha ha. So that's good.
Oh
Said sometimes my mom cooks chicken for Thanksgiving. That counts, eh?
no, yeah, definitely.
No,
Chicken is
I'm
much better than turkey.
yeah. It's just like like a Christmas story, and just like always having. Well, again, always
That's
having
stock. That
turkey.
was stock.
Went to a Chinese restaurant. Duh.
Yeah, it was stock. And they
But I
cut the
mean,
head off.
before I just meant like before the dinner got ruined by the dogs and all that other stuff. They had a Christmas dinner, which was gonna have. I mean, Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner.
It was Christmas dinner.
Oh, geez, I said a Christmas story. I'm gonna sit here and talk about Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
my
okay.
mind.
Because the beginning of the movie starts with him waiting outside at for the Thanksgiving parade where that's where you see Santa for the first time of the season.
Oh, okay, that's why
I
I'm
have
like,
my dad not only had us watching that as kids, but also there were the same writer of that. He also has like two to three other projects that my dad like has on VHS. So
so it's just a tradition, really. Just no, I mean, it's a society tradition. It's not like
yeah.
back of the time before my mom and dad and my mom and dad and their mom and dad, everyone just watches a Christmas story. Like it's just if it's on TV, we'll watch it.
No, but,
I
on
thought there's if you hear sirens.
on Christmas, that's all we have on TV.
Okay. I
Like
just had like
literally
Home Alone too.
all that's all we have on TV ever for years. For years. I That's the only thing I remember watching on TV.
That's how you knew it was the holiday season. Once a
Yeah.
Christmas story was on, it was like, oh, it's time.
Oh yeah. Um it's that time again.
It is. It is. It's time to wrap up.
It is. And then I just wanted to have an update. I remember that last show, I was discussing about maybe doing a first and third of the month, except for that would pull us into some really weird times. So we're just going to do the regular schedule as of right now. And then we'll talk about that later on because it gets a little freaky with the holidays coming up. So it just wouldn't work out as of right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. You can catch me at this YouTube channel at Chockful of Moxie on YouTube, as well as I'm Chockful O Moxie on Twitter. Excuse me, that was a burp. And then Miss Joy, yours is drinking some
Joy.
water.
Oh gosh. Joy Infinity. Joy Infinity without the I. Like there is no like INFINITY. It's just JOY.
She's not infinity.
It's just no, just Infinity. So Joy Infinity on all my social stuff. You can find me on the YouTubes, Twitter, the Instagrams, all that stuff. I
Woo!
even have a Facebook page now, so if you want to see that, you can totally like me on Facebook for real.
check it out.
Yeah.
We just want to say shout outs, thank you to Rodney and Rodney Ting for your support for this episode and any future watchers. Thank you. And we miss you, Chris and Beth and other people that
Anybody else who? Oh, Rick and
Rick, yes.
yeah, I think that was.
That's
I
about
think
it.
that was it.
And yeah, Ariel.
Ariel. Yeah, Ariel. Rodney Ting said every second and fourth Tuesdays might work. Second and fourth
But
Tuesdays.
I think I like saying that we're odd.
Yeah. So like with the first and third.
Yeah, that's I do things because it sounds weird. Like the bi-weekly web show, I think that sounds weird. Like certain I like the phrasings of certain things. So
That's fine.
we're on the odd weeks.
Because we're odd people.
Yes. So thank you very much. We are going to do our own outro music because we're terrible people. My computer ate, my iPad ate the theme music because I'm no longer on the iCloud. Long story short.
Rodney Ting said, "Great show tonight, guys." And Rodney said, "And F the troll." Oh well, he said the F word, but he was like, "And F the trolls." LOL.
Yeah.
So yeah, ban those bitches.
F the trolls. Bye guys. Boom 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 boom.
Do 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 do.